What do you mean there's no transitional hybrids? What does that mean?
We have not found any intermediate or transitional hybrids in Europe. In other words,
We barely found anything.
Well, we find skulls, we find skeletons, we find bones, right? Fossils, and either they're human, totally human, or they're totally Neanderthal. You don't find like
there's no halfway.
There's no halfway, and you would think that if they made it for anywhere between 40 to 80,000 years ago, even if they only made it for 5,000 years, right? That we would find, you know, some kind of transitional fossils where the little kid is born from the two species, or the two races in this case, right? And he's got, you know, maybe a thick forehead, big nose, or some combination. Yeah. You don't see that. It's this or that. It's black or white. It's not. There's no hybrids.
But isn't that because we found too few skulls?
Well, yeah, we found too few skulls, but you would think that, yeah, that's possibly part of the problem. But you would think that at some point we'd find some intermediate skulls. In fact, we do have a case here, and that's Trinkos. He's a fanatic pursuer of this admixture theory. And they wrote a paper, his group wrote a paper in 1999, Duarte, and he says the mandibular mentum osseum and the dental size and proportions, etc., 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 align the skeleton with early modern humans. This is a little boy, a toddler they found in Portugal, right? And in that same report, they say body proportions reflected in femorotibial lengths and diphysial robusticity, etc., etc., align the skeleton with Neanderthals. In other words, they say it's got some features of humans, it's got some features of Neanderthals. That's what they're saying in their report. Okay. And so they say, here we found a hybrid, a mixture of the two races, right? A lot of people question that. The first problem is this child is only 24,000 years old. That's 16,000 years after Hayem determined that, you know, Neanderthals disappeared, which is 40,000 years ago. So it's like a little too late to have a half-breed. Yeah. That's one issue. The other one is that people who, you know, other paleontologists who looked at the samples reach a different conclusion, and they say that this Portugal child is really a human. You know, it's got no, they claim it's got no features of Neanderthal whatsoever. And here's same year, 1999, Tattersall, he kind of puts this all in perspective. He says the following. He says, claims for evidence of transition between Neanderthals and moderns based on supposedly intermediate fossils dating from a short window of time around 40 to 30,000 years ago have been refuted by the recognition that the fossils concerned are either typically Neanderthal or modern. And here, these are four mandibles, okay? The ones on the left are human, the ones on the right are Neanderthal. And what you'll note is that there's no chin. The chin, you know, this little entry here, you know, the entry here, you don't see it in Neanderthals. And the kid of the Lagarvello child, the one from Portugal, he's got a chin. Joel Rack, he's a paleontologist, and in the year 2000, in the History Channel, he says very clearly the following. He said, what we see in Neanderthal, especially the face, we see quite a unique morphology. This is very different than what we see in Homo sapiens. Neanderthals evolved a very peculiar and very unique anatomy that makes them very easy to distinguish. Primarily, we are talking about differences in the face. Neanderthals developed a very unique facial architecture. It's as if somebody took the face and pulled them out, and the rest of the face is stretching behind. This provides the Neanderthal face with a very unique appearance. Another thing that is very distinct in Homo sapiens is the fact that we do have a chin. This protuberance here is very unique to Homo sapiens and is absent completely from the mandible of Neanderthals. So the chin, yeah. So and you can see in these pictures there, you know, that the child in Portugal has a chin, and I think that's the straw that breaks the camel's back. This is a human child. It's too late in time. It's got a chin.
Ooga.
So, what do you think of those retards who say that their great-grandmothers slept with the Neanderthals? Well, let me tell you what I think. Cowabunga!